Next, we got 2024 MLB playoffs have been different. Now, this is a long video. Get your snacks, get your popcorn. Right now, I'm munching on some McDonald's. You feel me? Got 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a 10-piece McNugget. You feel me? With the spicy buffalo sauce. All right, that's literally the best sauce. There's no other sauce better than spicy buffalo sauce. Literally, nothing else better. Okay. Anyways, though. Also, too, I just got done washing my face, so you might see some lotion on my face. Just lotion. No Diddy. Okay. No Diddy. Anyways, though, hit the like button, hit that sub button.
We got players doing hump celebrations.
They did how they do it.
Dancing in subway trains. A team apparently stole their opponent's signs legally and beat them because of it, as well as fans going to war over baseball games. Players trolling them in response, egging them on, blowing them kisses, and having historical playoff appearances. MLB is boasting about increases in viewership, while one of their biggest stars is being called a choke artist. Their future superstar is getting booed and became public enemy number 1 in Kansas
also,
City.
too, if you haven't seen, some of these reactions is on Patreon. So y'all go get the Patreon link in the description and pinned comment. Because we reacted this only on Patreon, some of these games.
And the best pitchers in the league can't stop blowing games.
Yes, sir.
2024 MLB playoffs have already taken 100 twists and turns, and it all started with 4 series between 8 teams whose entire seasons would be decided in just 3 days. And for some, they ended in the most disappointing ways possible. The Braves were projected to win more games than any other team in baseball. Then, the entire roster basically got hurt. They snuck in the playoffs on the last day of the season and immediately found out that their star pitcher was also hurt. They had to start a guy who pitched 1 game in MLB all season. He got shelled. They pitched Max Fried the next day. He also got hurt, and the Braves got swept by the Padres. The Orioles had similar expectations. Over the past 2 years, they've had the best record in the AL. They won the division last year in over 100 games, went the entire season without getting swept 1 time, then went to the playoffs and instantly got swept. This year, things were supposed to be different. They had the 4th best offense in the league, but got to the playoffs and couldn't score. This homer by Cedric Mullins was literally their only run. Over the past 2 years, they played 5 postseason games and only had a for 1 inning. They lost 2 in a row to the Royals and got swept for the 2nd year in a row. The Mets, however, had the opposite expectations. The Mets even being in the wildcard round seemed unlikely. They had lost their first 5 games of the season. At one point, they were 11 games under 500. They only had a 7.9% chance to make the playoffs at one point. But ever since, McDonald's mascot Grimace the first pitch at Citi Field in June, they have the best record in baseball. Now
the fucking Grimace
all over New York. They've been seen chugging beers during rain delays, distracting opposing teams' pitchers. They painted Grimaces on the New York subway trains. Grimace himself has been riding the train and going crazy with fans. Now Grimace costumes are everywhere around the stadium, and the team even installed a purple seat in the stadium.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
Tribute to Grimace. This team was on the brink of elimination on the last day of the regular season, and after blowing a lead against the Braves, the Mets looked screwed.
I know it's fucking close! I have it again! It's fucking happening!
But down to their last 2 outs, their star shortstop came to the plate, and on the very first pitch he saw,
damn, okay.
And now the Mets can't stop pulling off miracles. This earned them a matchup with the Brewers, a team that's been beefing with them all season. In the very first series of the season, Rhys Hoskins slid into Jeff McNeil to break up the double play. McNeil screamed at him and stuck a finger in his face. McNeil called Hoskins the dirtiest player he's ever seen, and Hoskins kept calling him a crying. The 2 teams argued on the field. Things got worse. The next day, Hoskins went off, got 3 hits, including a bomb, and the very next time he came to the plate, this pitch was thrown behind him. Hoskins got upset. The pitcher was suspended 3 games. Then the Brewers swept the Mets and told them to be quiet after recording the last out. Fast forward to the last series of the season. Jesse Winker comes to the plate. He used to play for the Brewers, but hated it. He had a terrible season and was even booed by Brewers fans in his final game. There's speculation that Winker didn't get along with the Brewers while he was in Milwaukee. So when the Brewers got the chance, they nailed him.
Oh, that's tough.
Yes, 100%.
And only a week after
Let me know in the comments. Now I think about it. How many bench clear has it been this whole season? Has it been a lot of fights or no? Let me know, because we will definitely gonna check some like compilation videos of the fights. We really see a lot of compilation videos from really every type of MLB. So let me know in the comments if y'all want to see those. We definitely gotta check that out.
These two teams matched up again in the playoffs. The Mets barely squeaked in. They had played a doubleheader across the country the day before, gave up multiple runs in the first inning without even getting an out, and once again looked screwed. But almost immediately, they struck back. Jesse Winker came up in the second and hit a triple. Started staring down Willie Adames while he was rounding the bases. Tied the game. Started talking about the Brewers to his own dugout, then got in a screaming match with Adames in the middle of the game. Adames told Winker to meet him outside after the game. Ended up taking game one, and according to Adames, he waited in the parking lot for Winker. But Winker never showed up. In the meantime, the tides turned for the Mets. They squandered a lead in
Bro,
game two
come on, bro.
the back of multiple homers by Jeff. For the Mets. They squandered a lead in game two. What did I say? Meantime, the tides turned for the Mets. They squandered a lead in game two.
Why is he bending that ass over, bro? Why is he tooting that ass up?
Why
is he Why do I see your arch, bro? It's no point in the MLB game I should ever see your arch.
The back of multiple homers by Jackson Chirios, the Brewers evened up the series. Then, in the winner-take-all game, they were shutting the Mets down. After striking out 8 times in 8 innings and only getting 2 hits the entire game, the Mets were served a death punch in the 7th. Back-to-back home runs had Milwaukee going crazy. Going into the 9th, the Brewers had a 93% chance to win and eliminate the Mets, as they put in arguably the best closer in baseball. But according to some, this actually helped the Mets. Devin Williams has 2 pitches, a fastball and arguably the best changeup in baseball. However, video of this appearance shows that Williams was subconsciously changing his glove position every time he threw a changeup. His glove.
Now we do gotta check more videos from John Boy Media. Alright? Because I know John Boy Media is a GOAT. So we do gotta check more John Boy Media.
Flatter when he threw his changeup and more vertical when he threw his fastball. Williams was likely tipping his pitches. It may not seem like a big difference at all, but MLB players are trained to watch for things like this. Teams have employees whose entire job is just to watch for things like this. The Mets, likely knowing Williams did this before the game, probably watched his glove and knew every single pitch that was coming before he threw it. Francisco Lindor led off with a walk. Then Brandon Nimmo got a hit, bringing up Pete Alonso to the plate. And down by 2 runs, down to their final 2 outs on a 3-1 count.
Swinging a fly ball to right field, pretty well hit. Freeland back out the wall, he jumps. He did it!
Devin Williams had faced the Mets 7 times in his career and only gave up 1 hit. He's only given up 3 runs all year and has only allowed 1 home run all season. But in this game, he allowed 3 hits, 4 runs, and a homer in 1 inning. To make matters worse, Jesse Winker got hit by a pitch, stole second, scored, and slammed his helmet to
calm down, man.
The Mets somehow advanced, setting up a matchup with their rivals, the Phillies, while the Brewers
the Phillies game was crazy.
Their best pitcher blowing a game when it matters most. And that has been a theme this postseason. Closers can't stop blowing games. In the first 23 postseason games, there was a game-tying or go-ahead home run hit in the 7th inning or later.
Yes, sir.
Different times. Last year, in twice as many games, This only happened 5 times. Teams keep losing in the most heartbreaking ways, like the Astros, who paid their closer $95 million. Facing the Tigers, they had 4 separate players on their team who made more than the entire Tigers roster combined. In the past 7 years, they've been to the ALCS 7 times, won the AL 4 times, and won the World Series twice. They are a juggernaut. The Tigers haven't been in the playoffs in a decade. They only have 2 starting pitchers on the roster.
Yo.
So bad this year, they traded away their best players, knowing they had no chance. At one point, only had a 0.2% chance to make the playoffs, and somehow got in, taking the final.
Now, you know what's crazy? Y'all called it. All right. Now, I wouldn't even say y'all called it specifically. I don't know if you watch this video, but she loves Gucci. I don't know what your name is, but that's your name on YouTube. I said, you know what I'm saying? You one of the people who been here for a while, you know what I'm saying? Always show support. I don't know if you're a girl or a boy, I don't know, but profile picture is a girl, so I'll just go with a girl. She said for me to watch the Tigers this year. She literally called it, bro. Beginning of the year, she's like, watch the Tigers. I know it's your home team. Watch the Tigers. They're gonna be good this year. And of course, I'm like, are you sure? I don't know. But hey, I don't know how she knew. She loves Gucci. If you watching this, let me know how did you even know, bro? How did you know?
Percent chance to make the playoffs, and somehow got in, taking the final spot. And despite having the worst record in the postseason, the worst run differential, and the lowest payroll, they shocked the Astros.
Yes, sir. A lot of people was thanking they was thanking Detroit, you know what I'm saying, for knocking the Astros out, because they literally did not expect this to happen at all. Okay. And the Astros is a good team, so they like, thank you for knocking them out the playoffs. We don't gotta worry about the team no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all was saying that because y'all thinking that we was gonna be easier to beat. I don't know. But whatever. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
So, however, they
let me get a water real
their
quick.
Only reliable starter. So in Game 2, the Astros felt good. The Tigers didn't have a pitcher get more than 5 outs the entire game, but somehow held the Astros scoreless through 6 innings. Then, facing a guy who only pitched in 2 MLB games his entire life, they scored twice and took the lead.
His entire life? Wait, whoa. Okay. Wait a minute. What did he just say?
Then, facing a guy...
This says 0.
Somehow held the Astros scoreless through 6 innings. Then, facing a guy who only pitched in 2 MLB games his entire life, they scored twice and took the lead. The Tigers were now down to their last 6 outs, strung together a couple hits, and a wild pitch all of a sudden tied the game. With the bases loaded, the Astros bring in Josh Hader. In his first 3 seasons, he has 6th lowest ERA, 2nd highest K per 9, and is the 2nd best reliever in baseball according to WAR. He is making more money this season than every Tiger who played in this game combined. He's facing Andy Ibanez, who at only 31 years old is the oldest player on the team. He's hitting 161 since July 21st and hasn't had an RBI in over a month. But despite this insane matchup, and only needing 1 more strike to get out of this inning,
Vote status. Yes, sir.
Andy shocks the Astros and the Tigers move on. This is essentially a team filled with nobodies that you've never heard of and the best pitcher in baseball. Most teams have 5 starting pitchers. The Tigers have Carrick Skubal. That's basically it. Practically everyone else isn't a starter or a reliever. They do both. This philosophy...
So instead of hating, you should really be like surprised. You know what I'm saying? And really, you should really admire how good we are. Okay? You mean to tell me we have a bunch of nobody? See, I'm a casual MLB fan, so I don't even know everybody on my team. I don't know either. I just learned about who Scuba Kid was too. I didn't know he was a good pitcher. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. So that just shows you our goatness. You know what I'm saying? It just shows you, bro. It literally shows you. We are the best state of all time. Every sport. We are the best sport team You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't win the World Series, you can still see the future. Even if we don't win the Super Bowl, you can still see the future. That's all that matters. It's not about now. It's about the future. Where are you going to be in the next 5 years?
Pitching chaos. They're throwing about 6 different pitchers a game. They rarely pitch more than a single inning, and even the starter usually only pitches an inning. This strategy has worked perfectly for the Tigers down the stretch, but in game 1, their starter couldn't get a single out. They gave up 5 runs in the first inning and couldn't score the entire game. The Guardians scored 7.
That was fluke,
and
bro.
Their strategy looked like a complete disaster.
That was fluke.
But the next day, Cy Young favorite Eric Stubel took them out.
Go.
He is the best pitcher in baseball. He struck out 7 in 4 innings, got a massive double play to get out of a jam, gave up 0 runs, and told Guardians fans to, quote, shut the fuck up. Also,
yes, sir. Talk crazy.
Double play to get out of a jam, gave up 0 runs, and told Guardians fans to, quote, shut the fuck up. But at the time, this meant nothing because the Tigers also couldn't score. They hadn't scored a single run in 17 innings and looked completely lost at the plate. But after a double in the 8th, all of a sudden they had an opportunity. The Guardians brought in the best closer in baseball. He throws a 96-mile-per-hour slider, has the 2nd most saves and the lowest ERA in MLB, facing a 24-year-old rookie who's batting .242. After 2 strikes, he looks completely outmatched, but on a 1-2 count,
yes, sir. Drop.
And Stephen Kwan makes an amazing play to
that shit was
save
still
the game.
fluke, bro.
This inch was the difference. And
that shit really bounced up. You can. I remember reacting to this. It literally bounced into his glove, bro.
Inch was
you. What the fuck? What is that? It's on the ground. I'm not gonna go through it, bro.
And cost the Tigers the game. With Clase coming out again in the 9th, he instantly strikes out the first guy, then gets a pop-up, and the Tigers look like they're gonna get shut out again. But with 2 outs, Jake Rogers gets a single.
Yes, sir.
Trey Sweeney then gets a hit.
Sidney
and
Sweeney.
Now the Tigers' entire season is up to Kerry Carpenter. He is
yes, sir. The GOAT.
Playoffs and didn't even start the game. Clase throws a 100-mile-per-hour cutter, then a nasty slider. He just needs 1 more strike and decides he's going to throw a slider again. Hitters only hit 145 against this pitch. He hasn't given up a homer on this pitch in 2 seasons. Against lefties, he hasn't given up a homer on any pitch all year. But on a 2-2 count,
Just swung on a high fly ball to right field. This one is
the fucking GOAT.
The Tiger season. They returned to
the GOAT.
Went crazy, and all of a sudden the Guardians.
That's what I'm saying. It's literally telling you how good we are, bro. We got a bunch of nobodies making clutch moments in the playoffs. It's not like these are just regular games in a regular season. Oh, we got lucky. No. And then on top of that, we was doing this consistently. We was consistently stepping up to the plate and stepping up and going crazy consistently, bro. We are literally the best team, bro.
Couldn't get a run in front of the largest crowd in Detroit Tigers history with 6 different pitchers. They shut the Guardians down. The Tigers, with their insane pitching strategy, went 20 straight innings without giving up a single run.
Yes, sir.
They did in Game 4, but came back, and in the 7th, they only need 7 more outs to win and advance. Detroit is going crazy. They bring in Bo Brisky, needing just 1 more out to get out of the inning when David Fry
swung on, hit a ton, deep left, green, back, track, wall, go!
This is the 8th game-time or go-ahead home run in the 7th inning or later in this postseason alone, and it sets up a winner-go-home Game 5 in Cleveland. Once again, the Tigers have their ace on the mound when it matters most, and the Guardians look lost. However, the Tigers also can't get it done. They went 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position and stranded 5 runners in the first 4 innings. But in the 5th, Kerry Carpenter connects. He breaks the tie. Up by 1, they just need to hold the Guardians for 5 more innings, and Tarik Skubal looks unhittable. But this ground ball gets into the outfield. Then Stephen Kwan gets a hit. This weak ground ball somehow
Then he's
ends
so-
up getting through.
Yeah, this
And with
fucking
the
second
bases
baseman was
loaded,
selling our shit.
Google now has to face the Guardians' best hitter. He nails it. In a tie game with the bases loaded, Lane
Don't remind me,
comes
bro.
to the plate
Don't
for the
remind me.
biggest at-bat of his life. And on the very first pitch,
Thomas swings, hits a high fly ball deep into left field. It is up. It is gonna be a grand slam.
Derek Struble hadn't given up a run in 28 innings and just gave up one inning. The Guardians won the Tigers for the rest of the game and just needed one more win to advance. The Tigers combined to go 2 for 25 with runners in scoring position in their last.
You see, we still came back though. We still came back. We was down. What was it? 5? I think it was 5-0 or like 5-1 or something like that. I think I remember.
Derek Struble hadn't given up a run in 28 innings and just gave up
28
5
innings. This is
in
what I'm
one.
saying. This is literally lucky. Talk about us. No, that shit was luck. This shit is luck right here. Our shit wasn't luck. They shit luck.
The Guardians.
I think it was 5-1. So then we slowly inched away at the lead. Now it's 3-6. That's still a winnable game right there. You feel me? Everybody thought after the grand slam the game was over. No, we still fighting. We're still fighting. You feel me?
Hold off the Tigers for the rest of the game, and just needing one more win to advance, the Tigers combined to go 2 for 25 with runners in scoring position in
Wow,
their last
bro,
2
this shit's
games,
insane.
ending their magical run. The Guardians are set to face the winner between the Royals and the Yankees, a series that predictably got extremely heated. But before we get to that, a quick word from Geology. I partnered with Geology because I know you guys want clear skin. I know you want beautiful hair.
I
but
do.
also know there's trillions of products all saying they're the best, and nobody has the time to do the research required to actually find the products that will work best for you. Luckily, Geology already did that. Their secret is their products are personalized. You just take their 60-second quiz, specifically covered. Now is the best time to try it. Geology is doing an insane waiting for you. Just the Yankees finished with the best record in the AL. They had the second highest payroll in the league, a Cy Young winner, Juan Soto, who's left to become the highest paid position player ever, and Aaron Judge, the best hitter in baseball. But this
Big ass
series,
feet.
he went missing. Judge went 2.
No, it's crazy because Judge went missing and Ohtani went missing. I think he probably will talk about it.
In game 1, he was 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. As people began pointing out, he has a higher strikeout rate than any other player in postseason history. He
What the fuck?
In game 1 with a chance to take the lead and struck out. The Royals were about to take the lead, but Juan Soto threw them out. The game went back and forth all game. In the 7th, it was tied. Jazz Chisholm gets on base, then steals. He is safe. Not everyone is convinced.
That was sus right there. I remember. That nigga stood up like that. He stood up like that, though.
Like Chisholm's foot wasn't on the bag, but after review, the call stands. Chisholm then immediately scores on an Alex Verdugo hit. The Yankees take the lead and win game 1 because of this controversial call. Royals fans were not happy, and things got even more contentious. In game 2, Juan Soto gets walked, flips his bat, and stares down Cole Reagans. He returned the favor by striking out Soto and staring him down. Yankees Carlos Rodon came out hot, struck out the side in the first, screamed and stuck his tongue out after each strikeout. But Rodon ended up struggling and couldn't make it out of the 4th. The Royals rallied and won. And after the game, Maikel Garcia, who had 4 hits, quoted this tweet and said, quote, "Don't celebrate too early." Jazz Chisholm also had words. He had a bomb this game, and after the loss said, quote, "We're still gonna win it. The Royals just got lucky." And in the city, they did not
just
like
lucky?
Chisholm was introduced and got booed.
Oh.
When he came to the plate, he got booed even more. Grounded out and
Yeah, it's a beef game. Okay, now I see why it's a beef game. Okay.
They went insane. The Royals ended up going on a rally late and got a big hit to score a run. And a few batters later, with a chance to tie the game, Michael Mazzei rips one to right.
Oh.
Right on the nose, Soto went
Damn.
Juan Soto can't catch it, and the game is tied. Giancarlo Stanton
That Pat My
breaks
Homies?
the tie with a homer of his own, but the Royals instantly responded. They got their
Oh, yeah,
leadoff
'cause it's Kansas
man
City?
on, and then Vinny Pasquantino lines one to center.
Line drive base hit to center field.
What the
It was
hell?
smothered out there. I don't know if it was caught.
Yeah, right. Did he catch that?
Oh my God.
But despite the announcer saying it was a hit, this wasn't a hit. The Royals couldn't score and lose. And the next game, facing elimination, things got even more tricky. After Jazz Chisholm's comments, Miguel Garcia went to Twitter, told the Yankees not to celebrate early, and said he doesn't fear anybody. Then, in the 6th inning of Game 4, he slides into second. The slide is a little late, and shortstop
that's him?
He makes a little more
That's not
contact
him.
afterwards. Jazz Chisholm was not a fan of this slide. Him and Garrett Cole confront Miguel Garcia, and the bench is
No, this is what I forgot if I put this on YouTube or not. No, I didn't. This is on Patreon. I remember this.
in the 6th
I remember what I
inning of
said
Game
though.
4,
This dude, he first of all, when he slid to the base, bro literally put his elbow on his like chin, basically. He basically his elbow that nigga. When somebody slides to the base, all you have to do is tag him with your glove. Okay, that's all you have to do. Tag him with your glove. You don't have to put both of your whole body on him. So that's number one. The second base did that extra shit.
Then in the 6th inning of
Then on top of that,
or
look, he basically his elbow in the face. Then he got up, touched him again. Okay, now he's officially out. Okay,
Slide
whatever.
is a little late, and shortstop Anthony Volpe makes a little more contact afterwards. Jazz
He
Chisholm
kept touching. Look, he
not a fan
he
of this
kept
slide.
touching him, bro.
Garrett Cole confront Miguel
Stop touching
Garcia,
him.
and the bench is clear. After the game, Chisholm said he felt like Garcia, quote, tried to injure Volpe, was talking a lot on social media, and was a sore loser. Miguel Garcia responded with clown emojis. But after this skirmish, the Royals were still down 3 runs. With only 4 innings to go, their season hangs in the balance. Vinny Pasquantino hits a double that scores a run and wakes up the crowd. Tommy Pham then gets a single in the 7th, bringing the tying run to the plate. The Yankees decide to keep Garrett Cole in to face Kyle Isbell. And on a 1-0
Isabel.
count,
Sends this one to deep right. Back goes Soto by the bullpen. And he's got it.
Bro thought he got over it.
despite being a foot away from tying this game, the Royals fell short while the Yankees will advance and face Cleveland. On the National League side, the divisional series got even more contentious. Both matchups feature division rivals. The Mets are hot. They keep pulling off miracles and seem like a team of destiny, but the Phillies dominated the division all year. They had the 2nd most wins in baseball, had the most hostile home field advantage in baseball, and going into the playoffs were favorited to win the World Series. And the very first Phillies batter to come to the plate this postseason, the dangerously laugh looked like it was about to explode on the Mets. But other than Kyle Schwarber, the Phillies didn't end up getting another hit until the 8th inning. With Zach Wheeler on the mound, the Mets also had no chance. He struck out 9, set a postseason record with 30 swings and misses, and only gave up 1 hit. But in the 8th, the Phillies went to their bullpen, and all hell broke loose. They gave up a combined 7 hits and 6 runs in just 2 innings. The Mets took this momentum in the game 2, took a 2-0 lead, and the Phillies offense looked dead. Their season looked over, and fans got impatient. Nicholas Castellanos had chased a few bad pitches already in this series. Came up and swung and missed at a ball. Swung and missed at another ball, and got booed. The next pitch, he didn't swing and miss at a ball.
Strike.
And Phillies fans started sarcastically cheering.
Thank God. You didn't swing at a ball, bro.
Castellanos
Shit.
seemed annoyed by this, and according to Lip Readers Online mouthed, quote, these people. He then grounded out on the next pitch and got booed.
Wait a fucking minute. What did he just say? Lip readers?
Seemed annoyed by this, and according to Lip Readers Online,
Lip readers online. So he might be being sarcastic by saying that, lip readers online. Or I don't know if he mean that it's actually people who literally sit on the internet and lip read people. I don't know. Okay. I think I'm a good lip reader as well, though.
now, quote, these people.
Yeah, he definitely said people.
Grounded out on the next pitch and got booed even more. The Phillies, one of the best offenses in baseball, are getting shut down at home. A loss basically ends the series, and down by 3, the Mets have an 89% chance to win this game. Then Bryce Harper comes to the plate and goes yard.
Oh.
And before the crowd can even calm down, Nicholas Castellanos comes up and
Oh, he was back to back. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy.
But just when momentum looked like it had gone to the Phillies, Brandon Nimmo silences the crowd with a go-ahead homer of his own. The Phillies then refused to quit, responding with 3 runs of their own, taking the lead. Only needing 3 more outs to win this game, when the Phillies bullpen blows it again. A game that looked over is now tied, and unless the Phillies can score, this is going into extras. The leadoff man strikes out. Kyle Schwarber pops out, and the inning looks dead.
What the hell y'all doing?
Takes a walk. Then Bryce Harper gets walked. And with 2 outs, it all comes down to Nicholas Castellanos. Just 5 innings after getting booed, he's down to his last strike when on a 1-2 count,
oh, clutch.
the series went to New York, where Mets fans were just as hyped to see their team win.
And all you did the entire game was use inappropriate language, inappropriate gestures.
Oh my God!
There were grimaces all over the city, on subway cars.
Please,
before
look,
the
bro.
game.
Please keep me a million feet away from anybody who act like this, bro. Please, 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 God, please. Just keep me away, bro. Keep me away. I never want to meet no one like this, bro. God, please.
This hype to
Please,
see
I pray
their
I
team
never
win.
meet somebody like this.
Did the entire game was use inappropriate language, inappropriate gestures.
Oh my God!
There were grimaces all over the city, on subway
Karens,
cars
bro.
before the game even started, and at
Oh,
concerts
God, bro, that
in the
shit- is
park.
that Corey Kitchen?
6 months ago, this
The
is
Corey
what
Kitchen
this
Area
stadium
Boy has a whole
looked
YouTube
like.
channel. No, the Corey Kitchen the crowd. That's some shit Corey Kitchen would be doing though. That's the funny part.
But for game 1, it was electric as they watched Pete Alonso hit his 3rd home run this postseason to give them the lead. They did not look back and smoked the Phillies at home. Now, just 1 win away from going to the NLCS, the Mets had a chance early, but struck out twice with the bases loaded in the 2nd. The next inning, they had another chance and squandered it again. In the 4th, they made an error and allowed the Phillies to score. They squandered another opportunity in the 5th, but in the 6th, the Mets had another chance. Down by 1, Francisco Lindor came up with the bases loaded. The Phillies brought in Carlos Estevez. He throws Lindor a fastball, and
Lindor towards right center field. This one is back. It is gone. Grand slam.
crushing the Phillies season. A team that had a bullpen ERA of 11.37 in the playoffs. That's the 5th worst bullpen ERA in playoff history. They blew 3 leads to lose this series 3-1 as
That's
the Mets
terrible.
wait to play the winner between the Padres and
Doing it. Like I don't even want to be doing this shit, but y'all just keep doing shit, bro.
3-1.
As a grown ass man, bro. A grown ass man. Why are you getting up on another grown ass man, hugging him, then proceed to put your legs wrapped around? Yo, I can't even. Yo, what is going on? No, this can't be real, bro. This can't be real, bro. Then proceed to keep walking. Then he started walking with him, holding like a little baby and shit. Yo, leave that shit at home, okay? We do not need to see the shit y'all be doing off cameras, all right? Please.
Play the
Please.
winner between the Padres
Oh my
and the
God,
Dodgers.
bro.
A series
Yo.
that got violent. And this was a long time coming. Since 2017, Dave Roberts basically attacked a Padres manager. The Padres pissed off the Dodgers by staring at home runs too long, getting in a screaming match. The Dodgers rocked them in the 2020 playoffs, threw their gloves, threw their hats, made the Padres mad, and told them to go home. Fernando Tatis picked like 4 homers off the Dodgers in one series, was accused of cheating by Dodgers pitcher Trevor Bauer, only to tell Bauer
Ask
that
Daddy.
he
What did I just say?
was accused of cheating.
If you need to know what pitch is coming badly, just ask Daddy nicely. You know I ain't scared.
By Dodgers pitcher
You talking
Trevor
wet, I
Bauer,
ain't gonna lie to
only
you.
to tell Bauer that he
Me
was
personally, I won't let that slide.
Plus, these fans fought each other.
Oh!
In the stands. Then these guys fought each other in the stands. Then this guy went viral for flicking off a Dodgers fan. The Dodgers then shocked the Dodgers and eliminated them from the 2022 playoffs. Even more fans. The Padres put up a picture of
These niggas really scrapping, though. These niggas scrapping. Why are these niggas scrapping like this, though? We need to see some videos like this. We need to see a compilation of all the fans, the drunk fans fight over their team. That's pure love for the sport right there, bro. And I always be thinking about that because you gotta think about it. It don't matter if it's a away game or home game. It's always gonna be a fan on the opposite team trying to support his team, but he in the stands full of the opponents. You know what I'm saying? So if his team is going crazy and he the only person there, he talking crazy, he might be drunk talking crazy. He stand up, everybody around him mad and shit like that. He the only person. Come on, bruh. That's how it happens every time. I know it. They all be drunk. You know how the baseball thing be. Everybody be drunk off the beer. Long ass glizzies.
Fought in the stands. The Padres put up a picture of Clayton Kershaw crying after beating them in San Diego.
No.
More fans fought in the stands.
Well, how many?
Year, Will Smith called Jurickson Profar irrelevant. He then did a game-winning double against them the next day and went crazy. And that leads us all the way to this year's playoffs. Where hit the fan.
He tried to hit
the Padres made a statement, instantly going up 3-0. But 2 innings later, the best player alive came to the plate.
Alright, Shohei, look now.
This clutch homer ties it and puts the Dodgers right back in the game. These two teams go back and forth all game, but the Dodgers squeak out a 2-run win to go up 1-0. This makes Game 2 a must-win for the Padres, and before they can even blink, Mookie Betts hits a first-inning bomb. He puts his fist up and starts rounding the bases, then realizes this wasn't a homer. Jurickson Profar his home run, then celebrated in the face of fans who were also trying to catch it. The Padres got out to a lead thanks to this ball by Fernando Tatis Jr., but a few innings later, he got nailed by a pitch.
That has to hurt.
The Padres think this was on purpose. Manny Machado starts saying something to Jack Flaherty. So when he strikes out Machado moments later, he tells him to sit the down. Then, in between innings, Manny Machado threw this ball at the Dodgers dugout. They instantly reacted, and Machado and Flaherty kept screaming at each other into the next inning. But with a 3-0 lead, the Padres felt good. Jurickson Profar, trolling the fan who he robbed from getting a home run ball earlier in the game, went back to him and handed him a ball to make it up to him. This fan then throws the ball, and moments later, more balls come flying on the field. Profar becomes irate, yells at the bleachers. Umpire and security has to come out on the field. Beer cans were thrown at Fernando Tatis Jr. as he just eggs them on more while more things are thrown on the field. The Padres bullpen also had objects thrown at them as they started beefing with fans as well. This causes a 10-minute delay as Dodger Stadium is going insane. In between innings, Manny Machado gives his team a speech to refocus them. And it works. The Padres hit 6 home runs in this game, tying a record for most home runs by one team in postseason history. Fernando Tatis wouldn't stop egging on fans. He gave them fake tears, stuck his tongue out at them, blew them kisses, and hit his second bomb.
Why, bro? Like, y'all just keep doing it. I'm not even, like, y'all are doing it. This is y'all, bro. This is y'all. Now, why the fuck do you look like my girl? No, I'm not gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. We keep it PG-13. Keep it PG-13, bro. We ain't gonna get there.
Them fake tears, stuck his tongue out at them, blew them kisses, and hit his second bomb of the game, tying the series at 1. After the game, tensions escalated further. Dodgers manager Dave Roberts said the problem started with Machado, who threw this ball at the Dodgers dugout, said Machado had intent behind this throw, said it was intended at Dave Roberts, and called it, quote, unsettling. Footage of this play became public and was sent to MLB to investigate it, but they decided no punishment was necessary.
Oh, wow.
This series went back to San Diego, and as if it couldn't get any crazier, news broke that Dodgers Game 3 starter Walker Buehler had gotten robbed for
What?
his $100,000 watch that weekend at a horse track. Buehler
What?
makes the start anyway and gets rocked by the Padres, who go up 6-1 in the second inning. The Dodgers look dead, but a grand slam makes this game close. However, the Padres hold them off and seal the deal. Facing the hottest offense in the world, the Dodgers now need to win 2 in a row or they're done. And in an extremely hostile environment, the Dodgers throw 9 different pitchers and shut the Padres down. They score 8 runs, forcing a winner-go-home Game 5. The first 2 rounds of the MLB playoffs have seen an insane 41% increase in viewership, while this series has set a record for most watched divisional series since FS1 started broadcasting it a decade ago. When Yu Darvish started Game 2, the game was watched by 3.7 million viewers in America. But in Japan, this game was watched by 10.6% of individuals. That's around 13 million people. Over 4 times more people watch this game in Japan than in America. And in a winner-go-home Game 5, a pitching matchup between Yu Darvish and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, 2 of the most decorated pitchers in Japanese history, this game was set to break records. After struggling in Game 1, Yamamoto bounced back and silenced the Padres. Darvish also looked sharp, striking out Ohtani twice. But in the second, Kike Hernandez comes to the plate. He struggled this year and hasn't even had consistent playing time. But he's also a postseason legend for the Dodgers. So in the most important game of the season, he gets the start. And facing Darvish in the second,
damn,
he gets the Dodgers on the board and celebrates with a legendary hit thrust.
Okay, like, this is what I'm... How many times? God damn, y'all just don't stop. Y'all don't lose y'all don't learn y'all lesson, do y'all?
With a legend.
Now we have these grown ass men. Remember, these are grown ass men. They probably have families and all. Okay. Proceeding to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He gets the Dodgers on the board and
is this real life?
With a legendary.
Grown ass man, by the way.
Padres offense all of a sudden can't hit. They go 24 consecutive innings without scoring a single run. And in the 7th, Teoscar Hernandez comes to the plate. The Padres decide to keep Yu Darvish in the game, and on a 2-1 count, Dodger Stadium goes insane. The Padres try, but still can't score, and the Dodgers hold on, moving on to the next round. Setting up 2 playoff series that are poised to be even more insane.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, we still got to react to this video as well, to seeing the whole MLB season. But right now, the playoffs been actually very entertaining. Let me know in the comments who y'all favorite players. Or I said players. Let me know y'all favorite series so far. Also, too, if you made it this far in the video to the end of the video, number 1, I love you. Okay, I want to give you a kiss right on your forehead. All right, we're gonna play a little game. All right, let's see who made it this far to the end of the video. If you watch it right now, comment the word. Comment W playoffs. W playoffs so I know who watching. I love y'all. We out.